Good morning. Today I'd show you how I get ready. Now I don't put on makeup every day because I don't go places every day. Or but today we're doing our cooking video. We usually cook once or twice a week. We were doing twice a week, but we've been so busy this summer with uh first off I'm gonna clean my face. I cleaned it I clean it every evening, especially when wear makeup. But it always seems like you have some leftover mascara. But this is what I'm using, and I got this at Ollie's. It's a really big bottle, and I like it. It has a pump on the top, so I use these cotton pads, and you can just wipe off any excess makeup under your eyes. I use this on my whole face. This is I am 56 this year. And so a lot of the problems I have is I have age spots, and I started getting those around oh 45. They're called the keratosis, I believe, and they get kind of bumpy. And I got them there, there. Also have them behind my hair, on my neck there, but they're non-cancerous. Called keratosis. You can get them froze off, and I've had it done several times. And they come back the same spot. So anyway, that's mainly what I try to cover up when I'm putting on my foundation, is these brown spots. I just thought this would be fun to show you what I look like before I put on my makeup and what I use, because people have asked before what makeup I use. So off, I'm going to put on a moisturizer, L'Oreal Defense. I'm almost out. I need to get some more. L'Oreal Defense. I have to go between my regular eyes and my reading glasses. My grandmother, we call her Mamaw. Uh, she's passed away now. Lived by Olive Olay. She used it morning and evening, and that's all she used as her moisturizer on her face. And next, I'm going to use a uh, primer. I got this off of Ipsy. If anyone's ever, Ipsy is a uh, monthly subscription you can get, and they send you like um, they send you a little bag. This is one of them, a little bag, and it will have some products in it, and it's just different ones. You can select your skin color, and when you start it, I think it's $14.99. When you start it, you put down your skin color and do like a questionnaire, and put down what products you're interested in. I was doing it for quite a while, but then I got started getting so much stuff that I've canceled it. I'm not doing it right now. And you can cancel it at any time. I'm not sponsored by Ipsy, but it is nice. And you get Some of the things I send you is just a sample, and other things are like a full uh, product. Like I would say this is probably full size. That's pretty big. Okay, I got that on concealer, and I go between. This is Wet n Wild uh, foundation, Dewy Luminex, and it's the color Rose Ivory. I'm pretty pale. This is Rose Ivory, and I also use uh, Maybelline Eraser, and it's concealer as well. And I put that mainly on my age spots. But first off, I start with the concealer, and this has like a wand in it. There's a wand. Just so you can get it on your face. And then I use a brush. This is a foundation brush. And on spots that you have problems with, like age spots, poke it in or press it in. And then other places where you use, I just spread it all around. I use it, but on bad spots, you want to tap it in, and then you'll keep more uh, product in that spot that you just tap it in. I'm going to figure out my lighting. That's better. Then I'm going to go ahead and do some contouring. And I bought this, I believe, at Dollar General or Walmart. The contour has several colors. And it came with a brush. It came with this brush. So to start the contour, I go from here to here. And that's under the cheekbone. And from the top of the ear to there. And then to help hide a gobble neck, it makes a shadow under there. And then across here, I have a really wide jaw. And downwards. Some people put a line here, but I've not found that beneficial, and I'm not an expert. I'm not sure what that is. And then a lot of people put a line around here. I'll put a little bit, but I don't have a very big forehead. I have a short forehead, so I don't really need it there. And I'm gonna contour my nose. I just go from the top, and you want to make a straight line. If you don't, it'll make your nose look like it's crooked. And then from the top to there. And then a little swipe across there. And then underneath my eyes, I don't know if this really helps or not, but if this eye I don't have much of a eye bag, but this eye I have quite significant eye bag. So if you're supposed to put a salmon color underneath in the dark part, and then underneath your on it you put the lighter like that. And then I put some light up underneath there. Okay, so then we're gonna tap in and use the same brush. I'm gonna tap that in, or I'm gonna move it up. You want your contour on your cheeks to go up. Want everything to go up. When you're just over this needs to go down. And then you want to do contour just like I did on the H spot. You want to tap that in underneath that eye bag. I think it makes a little difference. I think I spend the most on my time on my foundation and contouring. Then the contour in your nose, go up and down. Okay. And then I'm going to set all that with a setting powder. I use CoverGirl Clean and CoverGirl Clean Invisible Loose Powder. Its color is Translucent Light 110, pale and pale. So that's what I use as a setting powder. It has a little thing inside like that, and I just put it in the lid. We see that, but I go everywhere with it. And this it blends everything, your foundation and your concealer and, or not concealer, I have on. It will make your makeup last all day long. My foundation will not come off till I take it off. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. I got this off TikTok shop, and it is a gel, and I got the brown. And you put this on pretty heavy in the way you want it to be, and then you peel it off at the end. We'll peel it off at the end. I need to pluck my eyebrows. Yeah. always had a lot of eyebrows. When I was until about the 80s, I started really plucking them. Just then, during the 80s, we didn't do a lot. The trend of having a thinner eyebrow was in, but when I was young, I had any of you guys that remember older women will, but Brooke Shields, that's what my eyebrows were like until I plucked them so much in the 80s. Don't worry if you get it like right there. I got some there. I can wipe that off with a Q-tip. Other eyebrow did so good. This eyebrow went wild. I'm just gonna wipe off the excess. It's my And then I like to use this. I've had it forever. Nomad. It's a bronze. It's a contour highlight kit. I've had it forever, and I use it for eyeshadow, highlighter. I'm gonna use it for eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use the Pellis one right here on my eyelid. And then I'm gonna use it underneath my eyebrow. And then I'm gonna take this color. It's a little bit darker, and I'm gonna put that right here in the crease. And it's not really dark. It just gives you some shimmer. It won't do a whole lot of eyeshadow unless I'm going somewhere fancy or something. But on a day to day, just at the house cooking, I won't put on a whole lot of eyeshadow. This might seem like a lot to other people, but I'm not going. Then I put that light color again on the tip of my nose. This part of contouring, and on the bridge of the nose, and then this dark powder here has no shimmer. I put that across the nose. And then while I have that out, I highlight my tops of my cheeks, cheekbone. And I use a fluffy brush to blend that in. I do it on my eyebrow, on the nose. Okay. I'm gonna do my eyeliner. And I got this off the TikTok shop. It's really good eyeliner. But I tell you, I like the eyeliner, the kind of like marker is what I prefer. You can get it at the Dollar Tree. They're just as good. Just any type of marker style. And what you want to do is your bottom lash from the corner of your eye. This is how I make my wings. Just make a straight line from the bottom of your eyebrow to that. I have a hooded eye, so mine's going to look long. And then from there, you go from the point. Hard for me to just do it. You go from the point, I had to look in my mirror, the top of that wing to down to your eyelash line. And then on the eyelash line, they say when you're over 50, you don't want to have too much of a line. So I just try to do it I don't want a thick line up here. And I don't do really anything underneath my eyes. They say when you get older, you don't really want to put anything underneath your eye because it draws attention to your eye bags. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go from the corner, try to match. From the corner of my eye, I have a harder time on this eye. I don't know why. But corner of my eye towards my eyebrow. This eye has a little bit of a different crease on it. Then I'm going to go from the top down to my eye line. And they're never matchy-matchy. All makeup people usually say they're not twins or sisters. And I use a heated eyelash curler, like a curling iron for your eyelashes, and it doesn't get very hot. I found this on Amazon. And I used to watch this lady, I can't remember the brand. It's a brand of makeup, and they do their makeup and they sell the makeup products, and she always used this. And so I started using it. It don't get very hot, like you can see, you can touch it. It doesn't get that hot, but to me it makes a difference. This eyelash sticks straight out like a camel's eye. I just hold it on there. I call mine before and after. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's the way I've always done it. Oh, and I'm using the same mascara as the eyeliner. I got this off TikTok shop, and I believe it's called Celestia. And if you get mascara on yourself, don't try to rub it when it's wet. Let it dry and it'll just flake off. So at the end of all, when I'm done with my makeup, at the end I clean up. It's funny, on my eyelashes I do better on this eye than the other eye, but I do worse on the eyeliner. Curl them again. That's why I have mascara all over my thing. I curl them before and after. I don't know if you can tell or not. And then that mascara up here, I'm just gonna wipe that off. Put a little bit more shimmer back over it. Now's my blush, and it's Central Park. I've had this forever, by Laura Geller. It has some eyeshadows in it, and a blush is what I use, and it also has, I'm not even sure, I guess that's an eyeshadow. I'm gonna take this by Wet n Wild Incognito. I'm gonna take this concealer and go in. This is supposed to give you a facelift. Go here, go here, go here, go here, dot both here. And it also kind of cleans up your makeup a little bit and gives you a highlight. Then I'm going to take my setting powder again and go over everything again. Let's just blend everything and sets it. But I tell you, my makeup will last all day. it will not come off. Now I'm going to peel off the eyebrows. Sometimes I can get it to pull off, and then I also have a little eyebrow brush with a comb in it, and I comb it out. Little brush. I got this somewhere. It came with eyebrow gel, I think, but it works good to get this out of your eyebrow. Because this just tints, is a tint. It tints the skin. It helps me get it started to peel it. It just tints the skin. Then I have a gel that sets my eyebrows. It keeps those wild hairs in place. Like a glue. Comes on a wand. Kind of brush them up, and then Toy Factory Super Set. And then it's a Cut Your Makeup. And I'm going to do my lipstick, and I can't even tell you who this is by. I can't even see it, but it's nude shade. I believe I got this from Ipsy. I don't really use really bright lipstick. That's about the color of my lips. On top of that, I put this. It's by Tarte. It's called Miracula Juicy Lip. And it has coconut oil in it. And it just makes it shiny. Your lips shiny. Like that. You could put on your lip gloss and then. Okay, and that's my makeup. Alright, now we're going to do my hair. I love these unbrushes. This is called the Wet by Wet brand unbrush, but they don't hurt your hair. It doesn't pull. I do cut my own hair. My daughter, I go into her every couple months and she will trim up the back for me, but I went to beauty school when I was in high school. You could do that as, uh, if you had enough credits, you could go to like trade school. So I went to beauty school during high school. So I did go to beauty school. But you don't have to go to beauty school to fix your hair. Anyway, I didn't wash my hair this morning, so I'm going to use some Bedhead um, dry shampoo. And it just gives you a little bit of volume if you haven't washed your hair. Makes it not look greasy. You want to spray it at the root. You don't want to do it on the length of your hair. It's on the root. See how it makes it look fluffy? Okay, and then I'm going to curl my hair, and I'm using a Conair curling iron. And I just got this. You had a Conair that I have used for probably 20 years, and I just got this in the last year. And to dry my hair, I use Conair. This is a blow dryer curling iron, all in one. I use that to blow dry my hair. To curl my hair, I use a comb, and then I make a section, and I curl my bangs downwards. And I take the next section. I tell you, my hair probably knows just how to go. I've worn the same hairstyle for probably 30 years. Variations of the same hairstyle. Even if I get a haircut for another hairstyle, it ends up in this hairstyle. I don't do a lot to the back of my hair. I don't see the back of my hair. So I pull mainly everything to the front. The back's just straight. Even if I curl it, it just falls kind of flat anyway, because I put curl in it, and it just falls flat. Lots of layers in my hair. And what keeps your curl is to curl your hair and then to let the curl cool off. And then that's what sets your curl, is once it's cooled off. I'll let that set for just a minute, and then I'll be right back. Then we're gonna brush it out. I usually tease this part a little bit. Get some height. South, we like big hair. Okay. And then I like Tresemme hairspray. And I took this part behind my ear. That's it. I'm ready. See you next time. Come watch Texas Country Fixins. Watch our channel. We cook something good to eat.